and we are super excited to welcome you to our Breast Health Challenge class. Is that a good way of putting it?
Excellent.
So, yeah, this class just kind of erupted. Actually, we've had the most incredible response to it, and I think it's just been really humbling to realize as women how much these spaces are needed. So we're very excited to be here with you today, and we love doing this. So a little bit just of context of why did we decide to do this class, and I'm going to start by just telling you a story about me. And many of you may know I am an actress and have spent the last 20 years in the industry. And I have not been asked just once if I would ever have my breasts augmented, or, they often, as actresses, you get a lot of comment or people feel free to share their views of your body. So I've always laughed about this because there are many things that you can get me on. There are many things that you can knock me on. There are many things that you can trigger me on. You can't get me on my boobs. And I've always laughed about, and people who've been on my courses will know this too, that I often share this, is that I remember probably at about 16, I realized, this is the size of my breasts, they're not going to get bigger. And I just was so grateful. I loved them, and I felt like I'm going to embrace these boobs. And I'm just going to be with them, and I'm going to enjoy how they are in my body, and you can't get me on them. And never since that moment has anyone ever been able to make me feel bad about the size of my breasts. Now, I think I might be a rare example, because the stories that have started to come out since we initiated this class have been extraordinary. We live in a world, ladies, where people feel very entitled to have very big, loud ideas about female anatomy. Now, we all know this, and we feel quite strongly that it is time in 2022 that we examine what those stories are and decide whether they're stories we want to take on board or not. So as a coach of women, of powerful women, of senior women, of women leaders, of women stepping into leadership, of women emerging into their careers, I am a massive advocate of authenticity. And I know that authenticity is born out of us embracing and harnessing our personal power in the world. And that includes our body, our gender, our identity, whatever that means for you. And this is the beauty of it, is that you can choose what that means for you. You can choose that story. And yet we are bombarded, and we can see world over, if you look at the money that is spent, I think more money is spent on breast surgery, cosmetic, and I don't mean rehabilitative surgery. I mean people at 16 going, my boobs aren't big enough, or my boobs are too big, or my boobs are the wrong shape, and I can't be whole, I can't be fine, I can't be good enough in the world unless they fit this image. And that image, if you look at how that image has changed over the last 50 years alone, how we are doing things to our body to fit an image that probably will change again. It's extraordinary. And I know a very good friend of mine who's on this call and who is an amazing advocate of all of these things too, is Xanthi. Xanthi, please just share for everybody what you were telling me the other day around breasts and how we feel about them and how we engage with them. Are you
Thanks,
there,
Juliet? I'm here. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I was just sharing why these spaces are so important from a personal perspective, and being able to talk about it, to just bring awareness, and also to help me to take action, but not from a place of fear. And to feel confident in normalizing talking about our boobs, either with friends, which actually doesn't happen that much, which I've realized, and I've got very close friends, girlfriends, and also talking with our daughters and normalizing that, not from a place of fear. So because I realized that this whole concept of the only time we think about our boobs is about that appointment. that once a year checkup, which instills me with complete fear. So I want to walk into that checkup feeling empowered, feeling like I know my boobs, and I'm not going to wait for someone else to tell me what I should be doing. So for me, this is just about stepping into that place of I know myself, and I'm not scared to actually navigate it and figure it out, you know, and be given information.
I love what you're saying. So, you know, we've got the